Hello, I am HorseyEatYou, and like first off, apparently like if you have like seizures due to flickering images, probably don't watch this, presumably. Oh, you can I'll disable them for you. How about that? And let's get to the title screen before I say anything. Whatever horrors you may find in these dark spaces, have heart and see them through. There are no premature endings. There are no wrong decisions. There are only fresh perspectives and new beginnings. This is a love story. That is okay. Right. So this is Slay the Princess, and I'm HorseyEatYou. This is... You thought I only did Fate videos. Ha ha ha, how wrong you are. Yeah, so I saw a demo of this about a year ago, and I really enjoyed what I saw. I forget what I saw, but I remember, like, I know it's a... See, I don't know what it's kind of creepy, and the princess is probably evil or, like, something. I'm kind of expecting this game to have like some kind of meta narrative to it. Hold on, where's the off? And we want voices to be the loudest thing, so maybe like that. Mainly just because, like, you know, it's year what, like 6A DDLC. You might think that stands for after Doki Doki Literature Club. No, that stands for Ono Doki Doki Literature Club. No one knows what Ono means, but that's what it stands for. Yeah, so basically just, you know, Doki Doki Literature Club being a popular horror visual novel, having inspired, like... I mean, I assume it's inspired a bunch of stuff. Like, I haven't read a lot of OELVNs lately, but... Just, you know, Doki Doki Literature Club existing makes me immediately think, okay, yeah, it's another one of those. We'll see how it goes, though, yeah? Right? Like... Right game. Chapter 1, The Hero and the Princess. I believe this is fully voice acted?
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess.
Sure.
You're here to slay her.
Name of the game.
If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
Is that like literal, or like... I've heard people describe this game as Eldritch? So like, is she like a Cthulhu? Oh, okay, what choices? Yeah, okay. There's a lot of choices. Jeez, okay. Let's go first one. The end of the world? What are you talking about?
Talking about the end of everything as we know it. No more birds, no more trees, and perhaps most problematically of all, no more people.
It's kind of dramatic.
You have to put an end to her.
If you don't tell me when she's dangerous, I'm not going to kill her.
She's not dangerous. She's just a princess. The danger comes if she gets out. Which she will.
Well, why is that dangerous?
You do something about it.
Like, as far as I know, she's like an innocent person. Okay, what happens if she gets out? I want specifics, narrator.
The more specifics you have, the harder it will be for you to do this very important job.
Oh, that's kind of shady.
She's a princess. People will listen to her, because listening to her is in their nature. And when they do, everything will come crashing down.
You have any evidence to back that up? Yeah, Yep, evidence.
Look, you're already on the path that leads to the cabin. Why would you be here if it weren't to complete a very important task?
You tell me.
You've made it this far, you might as well reach the end of your journey.
I haven't played Stanley Parable, but I know how that goes. You don't listen to the guy. He's evil, I think, right? Are we going to do all of these? It seems like you can just do all of these. I thought that maybe, you know, choosing one would put you on, like, its own little route. There's 97 achievements in this game. I don't know how many like endings or whatever there are. I'm assuming there's a lot. Consider that maybe the only reason she's going to end the world is because she's locked up.
While I appreciate the mental exercise, we are running up against a bit of a ticking clock.
You think you just get a bad ending if you choose too much dialogue?
Nevertheless, let me assure you, the princess is locked up because she's dangerous. She is not dangerous because she's locked up.
Okay.
And before you decide to waste even more of our time by asking how I know that, let me suggest a more pragmatic lens through which to view this situation.
Sure.
Causality doesn't matter here, because the end result is the same no matter what led us up to this point. If the princess leaves the cabin, the world will end. And there is no changing that.
I mean, I'd argue with that because like we don't know why the world ends. You know, there could be, you know, middle ground.
It's no use arguing semantics over a metaphorical chicken or egg, because the egg is hatched and it's about to ruin everything.
Yeah, but you know, it's like Engramanu. If we can't let him, we can't kill him before he's born because, you know, he was born to do. I don't remember Fate Stay Night.
You do your job and slay her.
Killing a princess seems kind of bad, though, doesn't it?
Are you a monarchist? Is slaying a princess that much worse than slaying?
I mean, killing anyone is bad.
Or a miller or a seamstress. If anything, slaying a princess is much better than slaying a seamstress. Seamstresses contribute something of value to society.
I mean, what if, like, leaders are still, you know, necessary to running a society, right? Maybe, you know, she's a good leader. Can't someone else do this?
Oh, if only that were the case. But I don't make the rules. I have to say, I'm surprised at your reluctance thus far. But unfortunately for the both of us, you're the only one who can pull this off.
Why me? Because I'm the main character?
Like I said, I don't make the rules. No matter how much I wish I did.
Yeah, that's fair. Hold on. You know what? Forget it. I'm not doing this.
No, you have to do it.
Oh yeah, that is the name of the game. Dang it! Have you considered maybe I'm okay with the world ending?
Of course I haven't. Why would I even consider that? Nobody wants the world to end.
You don't know that.
I mean, maybe some people do.
Yeah.
Like nihilists or very, very evil people, but surely you're not one of those, right?
What if she's gonna remake the world and it's gonna be better? Like, no suffering. Do I get some kind of reward for doing this?
Yes, but you'll have to slay her before.
Dang it, he's good. Can you tell me what my prize is gonna be for doing a good job?
It's a secret, but I think you'll like it. It's a special reward, just for you.
Oh boy.
And whatever you think it might be, I can promise you it's going to be even better than your wildest imagination.
Wowee. Maybe it's an H scene with the narrator. Okay, thanks for telling me what to do.
Don't mention it. It's all part of the job. You make your way up the short path to the cabin. You'll find the princess within.
Why is the princess in a cabin,
Before
though?
you go any further.
Like, don't they, you know, kind of belong in, like, castles or, like, towers?
She will lie, she will cheat, and she will do everything in her power to stop you from slaying her.
Gotcha.
Don't believe a word she says. We're not going to go through with this, right? She's
Oh,
a
that's me.
princess. We're supposed to save princesses, not slay them.
Or is that me? Or is this like Disco Elysium? It's one of the many voices in my head?
Ignore him. He doesn't know what he's talking about.
Who was that? Proceed into the cabin. Who's the hero? Oh, the door actually opened.
The interior of the cabin is almost entirely bare. The air is stale and musty, and the floor and walls are painted in a fine layer of dust. The only furniture of note is a plain wooden table. Perched on that table is a pristine blade.
Okay.
The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
I mean, it doesn't hurt to be prepared.
You take the blade from the table. It'd be rather difficult to slay the princess and save the world without it.
I mean... Sure, let's see what you... Oh, the mouse cursor now is... I think it now has a sword. I don't think it had one before.
Revealing a staircase faintly illuminated by an unseen light in the room below. This is an oppressive place. The air feels heavy and damp, a hint of rot filtering from the ancient wood. If the princess really lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a favor.
My OBS scene wasn't exact. Well, hold on. I think it's still a little over. There we go. That should be perfect now. Whoops, I didn't even... Oh, no. No, that's not... Okay, look, you guys are missing like 2 pixels on the right. An oppressive place. Heavy and damp. Okay, okay. I wasn't listening to him.
The stairs.
Who's there?
That's not what I imagined her voice would be like.
She sounds dangerous. It's almost as if she's the one in charge down here.
You know, I was imagining like, you know, a cutesy like Disney princess. Oh, who's there?
Don't let it fool you. It's It's all part of the manipulation.
Hey, I think I'm here to kill you. Sure, why not?
Oh, are you now? Why don't you come down and let me take a look at you?
Great job. You gave away the element of surprise. Good luck, hero.
You said she's chained up.
You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. There's a heavy chain around her wrist, binding her to the far wall of the basement. She's so coldly beautiful. Is she really a threat to the world?
Yeah.
Focus on the task at hand.
You weren't kidding when you said you were here to kill me.
Yeah, I did bring the dagger. I haven't decided yet.
How about you drop the knife and the two of us just talk?
Look how reasonable she's being. We should just drop the blade and talk things out.
I mean, let's like put it in our pocket.
Don't you dare. It's fine. We can decide what we want to do after we talk to her. Maybe she really is a monster, but killing someone in cold blood isn't very becoming of us.
You know, the hero's got a point. Yeah, sure. Just like, don't, not in reach though, right? Okay?
The blade tumbles out of your trembling hands and drops to the floor with an unceremonious clang.
Thank you.
Against
Hello.
your better judgment, you step forward to speak with the princess face to face, unarmed.
What big eyes you have. Like seriously, she, like saying like anime eyes, but like in not an anime art style is weird, right?
We'll be fine. I don't know what you're hoping to accomplish here.
Plus she has a
I
nose.
can assure you there's no reasoning with her. Just make sure you don't forget about the blade on the floor. You're going to need it.
Right.
So here we are. What an awkward start to a relationship.
No, that's... a relationship? Why are you going on to me?
Don't jump to any weird conclusions. We're two people who have met each other.
She's got me there.
By definition, we have a relationship.
She's good. I'm here because you're supposed to end the world. There's people out there who think you're going to end the world. What do you have to say about that? Yeah.
Don't just tell her that.
Is that why they threw me down here? But I don't want to hurt anyone. I like the world, I think.
What do you mean you think? And narrator, why doesn't she know she's going to end the world? What's going on here?
I don't remember much about it, to be honest. I've been down here a long time.
Just how long has she been down here?
Yeah.
If I'm supposed to be capable of ending the world, then how did I wind up here, chained to a wall? Have they told you why I'm allegedly so dangerous?
Yeah. I was hoping you'd tell me. Remain silent. I was hoping you'd tell me.
Ending the world seems like an awful lot for just one
Yeah.
person to do. I wouldn't even know where to start.
Have I heard this voice actress before?
I believe her. She doesn't have to know how to destroy the world to be capable of doing it.
Wait, hold on. Sometimes your MP puts... I made a save earlier because I cut it. Let's make another one. You never know why. About? Help? What if there's like a secret in here? You never know. I don't want to join the Discord. Accessibility? Ooh, that's scary. Okay, I'm gonna open up the Twitter. Hold on. It didn't like show anything, did it? Better not have. Do you guys have a website? No. I feel like I've heard her before.
At the end of the day, whatever the two of us have going on down here is about trust.
That's true. Make me trust you.
Whoever sent you to slay me claimed I was a threat to the world, but they didn't tell you why. That doesn't sound right to me. And I don't think it sounds right to you either.
Yeah.
Otherwise, we'd be killing each other instead of talking.
She has a point. There's a reason I've been telling you to question the situation, and there's a reason you've listened.
Yeah, hero.
So, I could tell you that I'd lead a quiet life in the woods, or that I'd open an orphanage, or that I'd do any other number of good things that I'm sure you think you want to hear. But you don't really know me, do you? What can my word possibly be worth in a situation like this?
Are you working against yourself here? 'Cause I just want to remind you, in Disco Elysium, I did arrest Clausier. So, like, you're not helping your case.
She's right about one thing. Her word isn't worth anything.
Like I said, it's all about trust. Blind trust. So do you trust me, the prisoner, the victim, the princess clearly incapable of ending the world? Or do you trust whoever put me here?
What do you mean clearly? Like, you got really big eyes. They're kind of scary. Like, you could be, like, could have a Cthulhu in there.
She's wrong. This isn't about trust. This is about risk.
Oh, shoot.
We stand to lose everything, all for the sake of one person, and a subjugating monarch, no less.
What narrator, what do you have against Monarch? Are you a communist? Is this Disco Elysium too? What's your name?
She hesitates before answering.
Cthulhu.
You can address me as your royal
Oh,
highness,
I don't like that.
or her majesty. Any honorific should do, really.
It's like, you know, it's like fairies. Their names have power. Just like Cthulhu's, their names have power too.
Again, she offers no specifics. No matter how hard you try, you'll never get a straight answer out of her.
She's probably like Yogg-Sothoth or something. How long have you been down here?
Too long.
How would I get you out of here?
You can't. Don't bother.
I'm guessing you don't have the key then. I'm sure there's a key somewhere around here, and if there isn't, well, we can always put that knife to good use.
Cut off her arm!
Her sharp eyes settle on the edge of the blade. She isn't suggesting what I think she's suggesting, right? She is. I'm sure of it.
Okay, we've talked enough.
Oh, have you decided what to do with me?
You know why you're here.
I mean, this is the smart option. Like, we don't have a time... Well, the narrator implied a time limit, but as far as we know, we don't have a time limit. I'm going to keep you locked away down here. At least for a bit. We can get to know each other while better... We can get to know each other better while I decide what to do. Keep her locked away.
That seems like a pretty good compromise.
Yeah.
Leaving her alive is too risky. If you don't deal with her soon, she will find a way out.
She didn't like that. I mean, that's fair, though. Like, if you're locked down here for 15 years, someone shows up. They're like, eh, maybe a little longer.
One way or another, I'm
Oh, no.
going
Great
to
text.
find a way out of here. You can make it easier for both of us if you help.
I mean, that could be a demon, or that could just be, you know, anger at, you know, being locked away. Like, did I say 15 years? I mean, I just assumed that. Like, I assumed she was locked down here as a child. Wait, did Cthulhu's age? Maybe she's been, like, adult size her whole life. And that's, like, assuming her age is, like, in her, like, early 20s. We don't know that.
And if you don't, I can promise that you'll come to regret that decision.
See, I don't negotiate with, you know, people who
You
threaten
have to
me.
make a choice. Let's hope for all our sakes it's the right one.
I made my choice. I'm locking her in the basement.
I know you think this is a fair compromise, but it isn't. No one wins here.
I know.
It's a chance we'll have to take. We can make this work. If we just stay here and keep watch, no one has to die.
You're making a mistake.
You turn your back to the princess.
No.
And
Where's the
make your
dagger?
way to the stairs.
Oh, I have it. It's in my hand. See?
It won't be long before I slip these chains. And once I'm out of here, there will be hell to pay for leaving me behind.
I mean, yeah, that's easy to say when you're locked out there.
Slip these chains. She can't, right? She needed our help to get out of here. But do you hear the conviction in her voice? I don't think she's bluffing.
I'm gonna turn that piano down a little bit.
Either way, she dropped her mask, didn't she? You can still turn around and finish the job.
Look, threatening me for leaving her in a basement, you know, that's fair game. Or sticking to the plan and locking her here. That's really was afraid I had already committed to not saying her.
You'll be the Death of all of us, but fine. Have it your way.
I would love it if the name
You close the
of the
basement,
window
locking
to
it
slay the
behind you and
princess.
quickly barricading it with the heavy wooden table that once held the blade.
But I'd love it if it changed from slay the princess to like keep the princess locked in the basement for a while.
Okay, we can make this work. You settle in against the far wall to watch the basement door.
Alright, are we just watching it?
It isn't long before you start to drift off, your eyelids heavy with fatigue. But sleep doesn't come. Instead, your rest is broken by a piercing, wailing voice calling out to you from the other side of the door.
Oh, who is it?
I know you're still there. Why don't you make things easier on yourself and let me out?
Talking with a creepy filter isn't gonna help your case, lady.
It's not like this little door will hold for very long anyways. But it's probably a good idea to try to get back on my good side.
She sounds terrifying. Like she's less of the princess you saw and more like something out of a nightmare. As she violently rattles the door, you do your best to shut her out of your mind.
Yeah, I got an idea.
When I get out of here, I'm going to pick you apart piece by piece. I won't forget what you did, and I'll never forgive it.
Okay, just because she might be a little bit of like a psychopath doesn't mean she deserves to die.
You don't know the kind of enemy you've made tonight.
It doesn't sound like she's getting any weaker. No, it doesn't.
Ignore her and go to sleep.
Ignore her. Maybe the banging and wailing will stop if you just don't pay attention to it. You put the princess's threats out of your mind as best you can and huddle up against the wall. You jolt awake in the middle of the night to silence in the cabin. The ruckus has stopped, and the door to the basement is ajar, its lock broken, and the table shoved out of the way.
That wasn't me, I swear.
Where is she?
Thanks for helping me get out of that awful basement.
So I had nothing to do with that. I am a neutral party here. You can go after the narrator. I've done nothing.
You try and stumble to your feet, but as the princess draws near, it's as though your body simply stops working. It isn't all at once. The paralysis comes in waves. First your toes go numb, and then your feet, and then your legs. You lie prone on the floor of the cabin, unable to do anything but witness her approach.
I mean, like, just being creepy isn't enough to kill her.
Whose side are you on? Yours, of course. But I have a duty to uphold the truth. Lying about the facts of the situation doesn't change.
I mean, you're the narrator. Just narrate differently.
So helpless. I can take my time with you, can't I?
She steps closer, one silent footfall at a time, cocking her head in
stabbing her.
curiosity as you feel your organs shutting down one by one.
Oh, stab her. Come on, right in the eyes.
Or maybe I can't take my time with you. You don't look well. A little green around the gills.
You're kind of creepy, lady.
What a shame. If you'd only helped me get out of here, we could have done such wonderful things together.
Your lungs stop drawing in breath, and your heart freezes in your chest. You have seconds left.
Okay,
I'd say better luck next time. But we both know this is the end.
She doesn't know!
Don't we?
It can't be. This can't actually be how everything ends. I'm sorry, but it is. Everything goes dark, and you die.
Dang it. Oh, chapter 2, the nightmare. Oh.
You're on a path in the woods.
Oh.
And at the end of that path
Okay.
is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess.
See, I thought every time we'd be going to a new game and maybe, things would change slightly over time, right? Does not appear to be the case. It seems like every run is part of the same playthrough. So instead of things, starting the same and going slightly differently, this could be entirely different for all we know. But I mean, that's a good place to stop it. It's probably a little shorter than my usual videos, but no, it's 25 minutes. That's solid. Thanks for watching. If you're interested, like, comment or like or something. That engagement helps. If not, I'm gonna I'm gonna do the evil thing and what's the thing where you, like, you get a refund on Steam? I'm gonna do that. Ha ha ha! Take all my money back. Ha ha ha! No. I'll see you guys next time. Bye.